I successfully managed to stake out the one guy that I really wanted to talk to here today.
Thank you.
Mason Fine. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks in the country. For those of you who don't know, I'm talking to who will probably go down in history as the most prolific quarterback in the history of North Texas football. So when Mason arrived in Denton, there was a transfer from Alabama involved. It wasn't necessarily a foregone conclusion by any stretch that you were going to play right away. But then you did. You stepped in as a freshman, played well, and I think based on your sophomore performance, safe to say that that experience served you well. How do you think that your experience as a freshman allowed you to do the things that you did as a sophomore?
It did. And with that opportunity, like I came in as that year as a sixth-string quarterback, so I still had that chip on my shoulder, and it was just wanting to find a way on the field. And Coach Trell said, hey, you're redshirting this year. Well, end of the first game, hey, you want to play your red shirt? I was like, I guess so. I was ready though. I was prepared. I studied film all week, so I was ready, and I went in there. The rest took off. But it's just from year one to year two, the game really slowed down. And I was more comfortable with the offense. That helped out a lot more. But the biggest thing was my confidence. Year one to year two, I gained confidence somewhere along there in the fall camp. And it's like, hey, I can be something special. This offense can be something special. Just got to be confident in it and trust in the process. And that's what I did.
And it seems like you mentioned the lack of success that Locust Grove had prior to you getting there. And then we could also point to the lack of success that UNT enjoyed prior to you getting there. There's a theme developing here where you have become the quarterback who turns programs around. What is it like to be the guy that's kind of charged with playing a vital role, I would say, in changing the culture of a losing program?
Well, like I said, I've been blessed with a great coaching staff and great teammates that really bought into the coach. From my experience, it's the coach that comes in there, sets the culture, and if the players can buy into what he's saying, then you can change the program around. And it only takes a couple of key players and key leaders to turn a program around and have someone to believe in and take that charge. And just so happened, I've been that guy that I said, hey, we can win games, we can turn this program around. And I think it really comes from having that chip on my shoulder of that type of swagger, and teammates and players, they feed off that, and it just kind of, other people feed off that, and they have that confidence about themselves, and they get that swagger, and then we can go into every game confident and just working hard. That hard work works.
Sure.
And so you can win games with hard work.
Things are a little different this season for you and for the team, though, in that you guys are no longer a dark horse as a team either.
Right.
So what has your preparation been like coming into the 2018 season, knowing you're not going to catch anybody by surprise anymore?
Right. So like last year we were one of the hunters. Now we're being the hunted. We have a bigger target on our back. Everyone's going to try to knock us off at the top. I think we have a great leadership and great coaches around and administration that have kept us, mentally checked in. And like I said, we have great teammates and great players to where they're not letting no one mind driven. No one's getting a big hit. Mm-hmm. We're remembering what got us there in the first place, and that's the hard work and our core principles of being selfless, tough, and disciplined. So we remember what got us there, and not try to change anything, and just keep working, because we're improving year in, year out, week in, week out. If we just keep doing the right things, we can't lose sight of who we are. We gotta embrace who we are and what got us there, and that's what we're really focused on.
You look different. I thought you put on at least 15 pounds. You told me just 10.
Just 10.
Drop some body fat.
Yeah.
What's that been like trying to get your body right for this season? Obviously coming in, programs were definitely overlooking you based on your stature. Yeah. And that's something that even from last year to this year, when I saw you, I immediately noticed a difference. So what's gone into all that? Just
a lot of hard work and dedication. And people ask me, I worked harder this summer than I ever have. And again, it comes with that chip on my shoulder where I'm gonna keep striving. And so with that, in the weight room, I really hit the weight room. I was hitting like 2 or 3 workouts a day. And then with that, I had to make sure I was eating. So I was intaking about 4 calories, eating about 5 meals. And with that, I gained in about 3 months, about 10 pounds of muscle, dropped my body fat by about 3 percentages. And, just hard work and wanting to be that leader that people look at and be like, man, that guy works really hard. He's the hardest worker in the room. And I really just want to set an example for my teammates that, hey, I'm not complacent. I'm not being complacent. So neither should y'all, because there's a lot of games we just won barely last year. So we're right there. Don't ever think you're too big head, think we're too good, because we got a lot more work to give out. Yeah, no doubt. I think I put on about 10 pounds since I saw you last as well, but I did not shed 3% body fat, so it's a little different deal. What's your go-to meal? Go-to meal? Yeah, so my diet is kind of really strict. So my go-to is Probably a little bit of barbecue chicken, not too much barbecue on there, with some rice and quinoa and green beans and a side salad with it. I do have a cup of sweet tea for dinner.
Well, you got
water
to.
throughout the day.
Got to. You can't do the regular tea without that. Apparently, you're a big Fortnite guy. And I feel like, given your competitive nature, you're not a guy that I want to see on the sticks. How good are you at Fortnite?
See, I like to balance it because I'm always out and about doing something. So I'm always like, I can't spend too much time on the sticks playing Fortnite.
Okay.
So, but one of my roommates plays Fortnite all the time. He's really good, and we try to get a win about every night. We try to, between us, try to average around 8 kills a game at duo mode. So I'm pretty good with him having as my partner. But I try not to spend too much time on that, and more time, somewhere a little bit more productive for what I'm trying to do right now.
Yeah.
But it's a nice getaway.
Sure.
Getaway for it. Yeah.
That's exactly the answer I expected from you, Mason. You got to pick one game that you're most excited to play in 2018. Which game?
Man, so the coaches speak is you always focus
on the
next
game. I know.
I'll give you a little insight.
Coach in the trail ain't over here, so let's go.
All right, so you got the SMU, big rival around here, but the one that probably is going to be I'm most excited for is that University of Arkansas game. It's right in my backyard, about 40 minutes from where I grew up. Actually Chad Moore's from SMU, he's now the head coach there, so they have a little bit of background on us. But every time I go back home, everyone's so excited. They're a Power 5 school. There's so many fans for Arkansas, so it's gonna be nice to just have the opportunity to play against them. And when I go back home, everyone's we're gonna be at that game, so I'm gonna have a lot of fans there, and I'm just looking forward to it.
Well, and I think it's safe to say you can cut it loose in a game like that, right? I mean, you go play a Power 5 opponent, you can show them what they missed out.
We have nothing to lose. You're right, and that's what we're gonna play with the chip on our shoulder. Maybe go out there and give it all I got. We're gonna prepare hard and hopefully just give it our best shot.
No doubt. Well, man, you're one of the players across college football, Power 5, Group of 5, I don't care, that I'm most excited to watch this year. I think you're going to do big things. Any chance you guys get to catch North Texas, I'm sure will be a treat. If you can be in Fayetteville, I think that would be the place to be that weekend. Thanks so much for taking the time, man.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.